While Alexandra Dutton, Julia Schlaepfer, finally got some good news in 1923 Season 2, with a kind British couple taking her home with them, I'm genuinely more worried about her than ever. In 1923 Season 2, Episode 5, Only Gunshots to Guide Us, Alex works food service on the train after she is beaten and robbed by a pickpocket in Grand Central Terminal. When the 1923 character arrives in her sleeper train car, which she shares with an Irish woman and her children, Spencer's, Brandon Sklenar, wife realizes that her ticket does not include food service. After she begs to be fed, Alex is offered a serving job in the train's meal car in exchange for her own meals. Alexandra of Sussex accepts the offer, humbling herself to quietly serve others as the train chugs closer and closer to Montana. However, Alex's journey gets worse as she encounters an unruly train passenger, who sexually assaults her while she is on her shift and almost gets her incarcerated for defending herself. Paul, Augustus Prue, and Hilary, Janet Montgomery, come to Alex's rescue, sticking up for her and offering some respite, but the development ultimately concerns me. Alex's new friends in 1923 Season 2, Episode the 5th of May not solve her real problem. Paul and Hilary offer Alex respite from her travels. A key detail about Alex's journey concerns me: 1923 is shorter than Season 1. Rather than 8 episodes, 1923 Season 2 will only have 7 installments. In addition, the Yellowstone franchise has confirmed that 1923 will only have 2 seasons, meaning the next couple of chapters are the last. Alex only has 2 episodes to make it from the Midwest to the middle of Montana. That is worrying, because she just took a huge detour to Winnetka, and I'm not certain her new friends can solve her real problem. While it's great for Alex to get help, I wonder what Paul and Hilary can do for her. Spencer's wife is attempting to travel to Montana in the middle of winter in the 1920s without a viable train route, and Alex Dutton's new friends can't change that. There isn't enough time in 1923 Season 2 for the snow to melt while Alex waits in Chicago and for her to complete her journey. The offer is a great comfort to her in a desperate time, but Paul offers Alex Dutton respite from her adventures. He doesn't offer her viable transportation to Montana. Why I believe Alex Dutton's story could end in Chicago. Alex could end up in Winnetka. 1923 Alex crying at the train station. A key element of feedback about 1923 Season 2 has been that the show wastes precious time ahead of the Dutton family's impending war, including the time it has taken to get Alex and Spencer to the Yellowstone ranch. Meanwhile, Alex has encountered a series of less-than-ideal circumstances on her journey, prompted by her separation from her husband in 1923 Season 1's finale. Still, up to Only Gunshots to Guide Us, Alex was on track to complete her journey, but that changed in Episode 5, with Paul and Hilary taking Alex to Winnetka. I realize this is a necessary development for Alex, but it concerns me. She doesn't have enough time to make it home now. Watching the timeline for 1923 reminds me a bit of Taylor Sheridan's 1883 prequel, because it's similarly hard to believe the characters will reach their Oregon destination as the series nears its end, and that's because, for various reasons, they don't. My concern is that, similarly, while we're waiting for Alex's golden ticket home, she's right where she needs to be because she doesn't make it to Montana. Can Alexandra Dutton still make it to Montana in 1923 Season 2? Yes, if she hurries. Alexandra Dutton on a ferry to New York in 1923. Alex could still make it to Montana, potentially with Paul and Hilary's help, but it will be a stretch at this point. Alex can't travel to Fargo by train because snow drifts have accumulated on the tracks, and no amount of wealth that Paul and Hilary have can change that. The British couple might have a car, but I don't suppose they would drive Alex to Montana themselves, and even if they could, I presume the snow still poses an obstacle due to the condition of roads and cars at the time, which weren't as sturdy or reliable. Paul could have some unforeseen connections. He could be involved in Chicago's booming meatpacking industry and could be sending a truck to Montana that Alex could hitch a ride with. There's also a chance the snow will melt quickly and Alex can book it to Fargo. However, more time on the train and a connecting journey from Billings to Bozeman seems like a stretch, even with 1923 Season 2's massive finale. While some time-lapse magic could ultimately see Alex reunite with Spencer in a rushed and serendipitous 1923 affair, there isn't enough screen time to show her full journey now.